sponsor. Thanks for sticking around on a cold Tuesday morning for this long. As you know, we're delighted to have Vicky Blake, our national president, here with us, and she's gonna talk to us. And
here.
welcome, thank you. On here.
Yes, louder.
Well, let's see.
Turn the speaker out a little bit.
I'll hold it.
Testing. Can you hear it now?
Not too bad. Just shout.
Thank you so much for making me so welcome this morning. It's been fantastic to be here. I went to the Jubilee picket first thing and then made my way over here. Very kindly given a lift so that I didn't have to walk in the cold. And I really wanted to be here with you in Nottingham in the last wave of strike action, and we were thwarted by the storm. So it's a real pleasure to be with you finally 3D in person this morning. And just what an amazing energy you have on your picket lines. And I would really like to begin by asking you to give yourselves a massive and warm round of applause for everything that you are doing. When we are out on strike, I know it's difficult and it is a tiring and it is an emotional thing to do, but it is so important. And when you look around and see who you are out here with, you understand the meaning of solidarity. You understand that we are part of something bigger when we come together to fight for what is right. This morning I've been asked by a journalist, why are we out? What are we doing? What are we doing on strike? We are on strike as a last resort for basic decency in our working conditions now and in our retirement, in our futures. We should not have to be on strike over basic things like casualisation. We should all be able to expect a secure contract. We should expect our employers to commit to eradicating casualisation. We should expect our employers to want to eliminate unequal gaps in pay. It is a disgrace that the average in the sector is a 17% pay gap between black and white staff, that there is a 16% gender pay gap, and at least a 9% disability pay gap. And of course those pay gaps and those conditions intersect as well. And we know that people are more likely to be on a casualised contract if they are disabled, if they are a woman, if they are from an ethnic minority group. If you are oppressed, you are likely to be getting it worse in this sector. And that sends a terrible message to our students. So when we're asked, doesn't this impact your students? Our answer has to be, yes, the terrible working conditions in our sector and the attacks on our conditions and the attacks on our pensions do affect our students, because they mean we are more exhausted and more demoralised when we are trying to do our jobs, whether that is teaching or supporting them through other means, because every single job in a university is important. And we are every type of job that we're out here for. And we are all about the students, we are all about the transformative power of education. But that education will not be really, truly transformative when we're exhausted. I know that our signs say that we're at breaking point. I don't know about you, I think we've gone past breaking point. Because everywhere I go, and I've been travelling around different picket lines every day, everywhere I go, I am hearing that people are beyond running on fumes. They've given their all, and they've given some more, and they've given some more, and they've given some more, and they're exhausted. Everywhere I'm hearing that people are angry, but not just angry, also hurt. Hurt because of the realisation that our employers cannot even be bothered to negotiate properly with us when there are answers to this situation. There is an easy resolution to these disputes, and that resolution lies in proper negotiation. And I've become increasingly angry because in 2019 and 2020 we were in negotiations over all 4 fights and over pensions with our employers. We had a document on the table for 4 fights that represented some level of progress, not enough, but some progress on all 4 fights. And they have sought to roll back from this, and they have sought to gaslight us about the importance of our disputes. They've sought to try and make us believe that we just have to get on with it, that we have to suck up these conditions, that we have to accept that 2/3 of people are so miserable in this sector that they are considering leaving it. And we will not accept that. We will not accept it, because to accept it would be to accept that education is being destroyed. Because the less diversity we have amongst staff in this sector, the more inequality we have for staff in this sector, the more that impacts our students. You can't be what you can't see. And that extends to universities as much as every sector of society. And actually, I would argue that universities should be a beacon for proper, equal and decent employment conditions. So, we're on strike again this week. And I've been reviewing the last few years, and I was thinking, well, we were on strike in 2018, 2019, the beginning of 2020. What did we do then? We paused and we rolled back our action in order to support universities in carrying on going and supporting our students. Everyone worked even harder than they were working before, and to be rewarded for that year with a 0% pay offer, to be rewarded with the narratives in the press which our employers did nothing to defend us from, that we were not really working, that universities were closed. That was a kick in the teeth that I don't think any of us are going to recover from. The least our employers could do now is to recognise the way that these institutions run, not only on our paid labour, but on our exploitation, on our goodwill. And it's time that we withdraw that goodwill, because it is not doing us or our students or anyone any good for us to keep working beyond that breaking point. So we're here, we're being loud, losing my sash, we're being loud about the conditions that we're working under, not because we enjoy losing pay, not because we enjoy being outside in the cold, although I have to say you're all very fun and it's been really lovely atmosphere this morning. We would rather be at work, I know we would, but we would rather be at work with decent pay, decent conditions, security for all, and not in a situation where people are being broken by this system. There is money in this sector, there are huge reserves. It is a political choice what our employers do with that money. If they invest in staff, they are investing in students. So solidarity, and let's get the vote out so that we can keep the pressure on. Because right now, they want us to believe that we're weakening. They want us to believe that it's not working. They are wrong. I think they are much more worried than they are letting on. Of course they want us to pack up and go home. Let's not do that. Let's keep being loud. Talk to people. When you go anywhere, talk to them about why you've been out on strike. Talk to them about what it means to you to take part in action short of a strike. Talk to them about joining the union, and make sure that you talk to them about posting their ballots. Solidarity, and thank you again for having me.